What's up, gamers? Welcome to Big Green and Mean, the sequel. This is from mid-game to late game. By late game, I mean the end of the game. We're actually playing this character all the way through. I went on kind of a bender when it came to greenskins. Same thing I've been doing with Empire. It's just some enjoyment. It's been what I've been doing. We have the Warhost of Czar, I think is what they're called. I'm not gonna like zoom in to read it or look it up, but the blue Chaos Dwarves. They're coming from our right side essentially the entire time this episode. And my strategy is once I get my second lord up in here, was to force surrenders repeatedly. So I would, have this pretty big army and have a lot of fun with it. And then I would push east and I would capture their settlement, or that one settlement to complete this province. And then usually they would beg for peace. I'd take peace, they would break the peace agreement, they'd come back to try to take that settlement, I'd retreat, they'd come for the capital, they would lose again and again and again. It was kind of a cycle. And this was a war on many fronts, war on three fronts, just like our Chaos Dwarves episode. We had to head north, because, I won't get into that quite yet. But mostly there's also this west with Ironhand, aka why the wait, you guys have seen the episode name? Yeah, no. Archeon is to the north. He's coming down into our territory, and we're going to just pop a couple wogs this episode. Actually, we're popping a wog over here to fuck with Ironhand. We were also going to use it to. I'm sorry, did I just mess up popping it? I think I did. Let's select that. Come on. It just won't let me select this city. There we go. Finally. So we grab this wog target, and then we're actually going to use that to send Grimgor over here. Now, Grimgor doesn't have a full stack, and I want to express that that's not like a bad thing. Also, this is our we got a hero now. I've been doing this in every game. I did not know how good it is to have like an agent hero. I have never done that, but now that I'm playing on like hard or very hard, I'm not sure what I did for the Empire. I know this one was hard, and then Empire was maybe yeah, let's win that easy. Empire was maybe, I want to say, very hard. I'm not entirely sure. As I've been playing these higher level ones, they've been pretty easy. It hasn't been too much of a bad experience. Honestly, I'm able to win battles pretty easier. Auto-resolve feels pretty much the same. Maybe you just have to manage your armies a bit better. I don't know. I think at some point, maybe when I play another Warhammer 3, once I'm done with all these factions, I've gone back, then maybe I will make a choice. Ooh, so we've got giants in that army, and now these guys are begging for peace. Fuck you. We've got giants in this army, and we can also get that Regiment of Renowned Black Orc in there. Just what I did. You guys can kind of tell what army structure I'm going for my legendary lord. Very heavy hitters, and only heavy hitters. And then, of course, the Wog army that I highlighted there. Ooh, loot in 35, I gotta take that. You gotta love orcs. You gotta love the amount of money you can get. It's so freaking good. And then we're going to, over here on the east, take this settlement. We're going to go grab it, and that will actually force peace. They will come begging next turn, usually, or a couple turns down the line, and then we just upgrade that one. I know it's kind of a waste of money, but we have infinite money, so I always upgrade that one to try to get the garrison one. We'll go back, take this real quick. They've recouped pretty efficiently for having been wiped out last turn, and then we'll just occupy because that's not worth the money, and then it gives us a good freaking settlement. We're going to actually push north. Who is that? Who's this guy? Who are you? Oh, it's Archeon? What the heck? How? Ooh, that's a valuable army. That looks like a very valuable army. Yeah, I'm gonna take the fucking hell out of that. I didn't know this guy was, like, at war with us. That is genuinely concerning that I didn't notice that. We'll push back up this way. I'm not sure. Because that was a recording session just ended, and now we're in another one. So I don't know if I lost saves or not. There's a possibility I did. I did. I'm going to admit to it early in the episode. At the end of this episode, I will tell you when I did some major save scumming. I only allowed myself one save scum, but I went back like 15 turns. And you guys won't see it in the video, but I wanted to admit early on, it was just... We were in a pretty rough situation, and I had to really think it through. So I gave myself one turn to do it wrong, and then I loaded a save and did it right, essentially. And that's, you know, this is a fucking nearly 50-minute video. That's way later on. We're going to keep assaulting units on, is that Archeon right there? Okay. We're going to hit them with the assault units. Look at that. This was, you know, our hero's a baby right now. He's only level 4. So he's going to go in here. He's going to fail. He was doing that again and again. It kind of sucked. Now we're going to head north. Pushing north isn't going to be that good, but we got to take advantage of the log. And we just want to push north into their territory, and then eventually we'll do another log on them if necessary. Embed our heroes. I'm trying to keep all my armies heroed up to, you know, 1 or 2 heroes. And then we're going to head back over here. We've got a block Archeon. We don't have, like, the block army ability, so I'm just going to put Grimgor near him. I think Grimgor himself is a deterrent. Like, Grimgor scares the fuck out of anyone. I mean, oh, critical failure, wounded. Yeah, he wasn't that good at the beginning. We were just getting fucked up a lot. Warhost of Tsar. See, he comes from the main settlement. And then I kill him. And then I'm able to push back. And we just get to do this again and again and again. It's actually a lot of fun, to be honest. So we're going to push this way into his territory. And we have this other guy who... I was just trying to make like a chariot and cavalry army to be a good reinforcing army for other armies. So we brought him up here because that other army had a lot of cavalry. You can see there the spider soldiers, and I think that's a wolf chariot something. Regiment of Renowned, and then the Wog Regiment of Renowned. And I just wanted to give those to him in the long run, so we didn't actually have... You know, a bunch of fucking shit. Let's get over here. Let's beat the absolute fuck out of whoever's up here. So we got this guy. Let's take this settlement. I'm not sure if I already had this settlement, but either way I want it back or have it again. Or just, you know, have it. They're going to beg for peace after that turn. Of course they are. They pay us every time. It's nice money. It's free real estate. And then we are going to push... I want to, real quick. Okay, right here, we're going to finish off Ironhand. We're going to do that ourselves in a battle. I would rather not lose our Black Orc. So we're going to fight this. I want you guys to recognize that quick save, okay? Remember that quick save. This is a tool that will help us later. Now, I said I did save scumming. And I want you guys to recall how in the past I have said that I don't count loading quick saves before battles as save scumming, Skaven scumming. You know, pretty much the same thing. But I don't count that. Because I see that much more as, you know, trying to get a climactic battle. Or, you know, trying to have a fun battle but without the risks. Or learning, or there's 1,000 excuses. It is save scumming. I'm not sure why I say scave scumming. I need to go get fucking what's it called, verbal therapy, where you learn to talk. I need some of that right now. Right now I'm watching or listening to Giant Slayer. Oh my gosh, I am so scared of what's gonna happen. I also can't find out where to read Slayer of the Storm God is what it says is next, or a couple away. So I'm gonna look up like a plot synopsis or something, because I am not getting shit. I'm not getting fuck all. Look at all these guys. They're terrified. They're routing pretty quickly. Our giants are absolutely insane. So are all of our different types of trolls. And finally our Wog army's coming in. So we'll just send them in to just eat anyone alive. I love blob combat, but honestly I wasn't microing enough. And I could have microed far less, in all honesty. I could have just sent Grimgor in there. Because isn't that his whole thing, is that he's the one orc army? He will eat you alive, just absolutely beat the shit out of you. But yeah, I don't know. There's all of Godric and Felix, and then there's one Godric and Felix book in the Age of Sigmar or something, or like, what's it called? Land of Sigmar, or whatever the hell. The new Warhammer Fantasy. I'll read that one too. I wish the book stuff was more obvious. It kind of is upsetting that there's not this official order. And I just feel a bit silly. But it's one of my favorite book series, like, ever of all time. Like, no exaggeration, no bluff, no nothing. I've enjoyed Godric and Felix an uncountable amount. Like, it has brought me such happiness reading it at the gym that there is literally, like, I lost, I didn't lose my black orcs, but I lost fucking everybody else. So we're gonna pop a fancy little wounded. If it said killed, I'm just going to pop this. You guys didn't see shit. Just close your eyes. You didn't see fuck all, okay? But no, Godric and Felix, I love this book series. I really don't know what I'm going to listen to after it. It's pretty sad. I don't know whatever I will do afterwards. Now let's refight this. Now, I don't like losing our black orc, so I want to see if I can make it so I don't lose him, perhaps. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to lose him. He's just our loyal unit from the beginning of the game, but he isn't even, like, tier 9 yet, is he? We just got to drag this onto someone else, and then look, he doesn't die. And we lose literally no one valuable, because we are going to get rid of those goblins and that catapult eventually. It's what you have to do, because I'm specializing my army in giants, trolls, and black orcs, and orc biggins. Big motherfuckers, heavy motherfuckers, beat the shit out of you type guys. A whole vibe, as it were. I also, what I want to say, I have something in my notes about Godric and Felix. Oh yeah, the Giant Slayer, it's like orcs versus chaos. And I kind of wish the orcs weren't hostile to Godric and Felix. I think that'd be so fucking cool if the orcs realized, because they aren't there to just wog, they're there because they want their temple back. It'd be cool if they realized, oh shit, these guys are on our side. And then, Godric's gonna fucking stab them in the back. That's Godric's way. Yeah, because he doesn't consider orcs people. He's like, it's not dishonorable. They were orcs. Come on, Felix. You will account this in my great tome, How I Wish. Say I honorably fought them. Either way, let's get these units over there, because we gotta get this cavalry army up to the northern front. And we gotta keep this guy down here with all my goblins. Just do those. We'll keep the wolf riders with us. And we'll send this guy back that way. Should be fine. Grimgor's gotta continue fucking up the Ironhand clan. Well, let's oh, a frog in my throat immediately on the third take. Let's, siege Carrick done. We have some chaos dwarves to fuck up. We've gotta keep pushing the advantage. Here's the final little what do you call it? The final little settlement of this guy. I'm pretty sure here, yeah, let's see. he's about to lose. Like, he's about to, complete... Ooh. The WOG is over. We've got to recharge our WOG now. That's unfortunate. It's going to put Archeon on the, advantage, as it were. Because we essentially got our forces cut in half. That fucking sucks. Well, let's just keep battling. We should be alright. There's no reason for us to, be too scared. We've got our goblin up here who's reinforced by a pretty hefty garrison. And we have this second army coming up to reinforce. And we have a third army in our mainland who can come up and reinforce. So it shouldn't be a huge issue. It's going to be an issue, of course. 1 second. No, I thought I just fucking saw movement out of the corner of my eye. That's creepy as hell. Look at that. You gotta love that. And by that I mean having this many regiments of renown in your legendary lord's army. It feels perfect. Like there's no problem with it. It's a lot of fun. We've got a quarter done with our video. We're at like, or no, we're getting pretty close to a third. Yeah, 50-minute voiced over video is pretty crazy for me. It's not it's not undoable or something. I had to end that take because I was fucking dying. But yeah, point being, I have only so much in me, which is about 35 minutes of voiced over footage a day. That's like my limit, because each of these is 2 or 3 takes. So that's like an... Oh my god, he's going to war with me again. Do you not see that power scale? He's going to get absolutely fucked up. I hate this little dude. I'd go over there and fuck up his capital someday, but he just keeps coming like a little goblin, dude. Oh my lord. I can't wait to play Chaos Dwarves again, because they were like my first faction. I'm going to play them again. That's my whole thing. When I get to them in the Immortal Empires thing, I'm going to play them again. They're fun, they're badass. And I'm going to go back, I'm going to play a lot of other factions. Like, we've yet to do Khorne, we've yet to do... There's so many factions we got to do in Warhammer 3. You know, I got Tuesday to fill up for a couple years still. Should be a lot of fun, there's no worries. And, you know, this will be coming out God knows when. Based off of dates, if I'm still doing it every Tuesday, maybe like fucking July or something insane. Who knows? Once a week, yeah, 10, 5, 3, 4, too many days. Incomprehensible. Baffling even. Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking crazy. Let's go take, maybe we take this? Nope. They got to it first. That's such a little somber view. I'd make this the thumbnail, but nah, I like making my little cartoon soy jack thumbnails. Those things are my fucking favorite. I used to be, back before my spirits and love and life got crushed, I thought I was going to be an art student when I grew up. Like, here he is, he's at our capital again. But, like, maybe... So, my middle school art was rough. Like, I had, a genuinely, like, no bullshit, let's fuck up this beastman. You don't get to use the beast ways with us here. Or the goddamn greenskins will beat the shit out... Sorry, not goddamn. Gorkdam. Gork or Mork? Morkdam. We're the Morkdam greenskins. I think Mork would be less offended by us using his name in vain. I just think, at least. So we recaptured this. We'll take the peace treaty again. I'm not going to show it every time we recapture it. Doesn't seem worth it. And Archeon asked for a peace treaty. We're breaking that now. We're actually going to come down here. We're going to fight them, right? Yeah. If we don't lose enough. This will just be fucking over his forces. you know, stomping them out. It's worth it to me to lose some troops, because then we can push the advantage. If we take out 2 full stacks, holy shit, he's gonna get the absolute dickens whacked out of him. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I had a genuinely physically abusive, and this isn't me like whining or whatever. I think you should be able to whine if a teacher beats you, but I don't want this to seem like I feel like I was wrong. No, I don't give a fuck anymore. But no, I had genuinely, like, physically and, like, emotionally abusive art teachers in middle school. And then I did art one time in high school, like, one class. I'm like, fuck this shit. I ain't doing art ever again. These thumbnails have, like, reawakened that little spirit inside of me that I'm like, yeah, I fucking love art. And let's reinforce these armies. Then we will push north. And, ooh, it's a barely developed WOG, but it's going to be worth it. To just take some of Archeon's settlements. It'll help us push an advantage. We're going to keep leveling up our little dude, assaulting the garrisons and armies. Look at that, another failure. Everyone, boo my little boy. Boo him. He sucks. Why do you keep fucking disappointing us? No, it's fine. We aren't upset at our little man. Oh, Archeon. Or Archeon. I don't even know how it's pronounced. He suddenly wants peace. Wow, that's so weird. No. We're pushing up in here. We're going to take this settlement. Then we're going to go down there, take that one. You know, we're just not going to give them a fucking chance. Ooh, that sack was worth it. That sack was worth the movement speed. Holy cow. Look at the money. Is that 150,000 or is that 14,000 now? I have to think it's 14,000. Come on. Another failure. We're disappointed in you. Greases, how can we help you, my friend? He has not attacked us, our southern flank, so we have to be very appreciative of him. He wants a non-aggression pact. I mean, I think that is very worthwhile. He will keep our southern flank secure from Gorst, Cathay, so many threats. I do like Grimgore's old spawn, warring in the, what are they called? Like, Carrick Peaks? Like, he was in the battle for Carrick Peaks. I mean, there's like a bunch. Carrick 8 Peaks. There, we'll say it right. Assault these units. I mean, there's already so many groups fighting for it. He's started to succeed now. We can believe. We'll move these two together in unison because they've got their WOG armies developed now. So we can move them forward to help us push that advantage towards these settlements and Archeon's starting settlement up here. But, point does stand. I like his old one, but I understand why they got rid of it. Because there's already Skarsnik, and there's so many of these little goblins, Skaven, and dwarves competing for it, that having Grimgore, an absolute palate cleanser of a... Ooh, no, we're not taking that. 3,000's not enough. Give us 8,000. This absolute palate cleanser of a fucking beast. If you invest in his yellow pathway, he will single-handedly fuck people up. We saw that in our Chaos Dwarf playthrough. They have huge AP rounds, and he was able to tank in battles for so long. He also just sways auto-resolve as a unit. He's a fucking absolute tank. He's a beast. We're going to push up here, try to take their host settlement, the I forget what they're called, decadent hosts or whatever. They're capital settlements. We're going to try to take that, and we're willing to give up the minor settlement to take the major one. I think that's a advantage I'm willing to push. We're going to take this one. We're going to push east here to meet in the middle, and then we can come back west to take his final couple western settlements, and we'll leave him essentially crippled, you know, with no army. It's gonna be great. That's a pretty big army to have developed in one turn. Oh my gosh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it for him. Well, let's keep pushing up here. We'll use the settlement garrison to reinforce us here. We'll go take real quick. Maybe even divide up our two troops. As we have that one to the south that's trying to push north. And then we'll take this one. They already took the settlement behind us. So we'll have to do a quick turnaround and take it back if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I am mistaken. Let's keep pushing it. We got some asses to kick. Let's take this settlement real quick, then we can push back. You know what? Go for him. He's a cavalry, orc heavy army. He'll be good to hold our northern front, hypothetically until the end of time. This is the good timeline. We are big, green, and mean. We are taking the entire world. Yeah, buff up those. Come on. Buff it up. Give him the cav bonus. What are his bonuses? Traits, the Oracle. Is that what it says? Or the Orable. No, it's the Orable. Oi, bruv. Ain't we the Orable? Then we'll give him a couple orcs. We're up here. It's hard to get some recruitment up. Couple orcs. We'll push down here. They've got this tower, which is one of their final bastions, as it were. Yeah, I think it literally is one of their final bastions. If I play Archeon again, which I will when Chaos Warriors come around, I'm not sure where they are in the Immortal Empires, but they start with C, so I assume they are after Empire. I'm going to do Archeon. I'm going to push right instead of south. See how that goes. I'm not sure how it would go, but it'll be something. Ooh. I don't really like that. I think I could win this battle. I mean, they have 4 dogs and 3 marauders, which essentially means they have 7 free kills. It's not me dogging on dogs or marauders, but it literally is. Like, they're free fucking kills. With our charge bonuses and the amount of infantry we have, and the amount of bow and arrows we have, this is going to be crazy. Let's do this thing. Get the bow and arrows up in there. Keep them in heavy battle formations. We're skirting them around the outer edge. And then if they attack 1 or 2 of them, we'll be able to keep the battle going. Look at our lord. He is green in the middle of a bunch of lords. They sent the dogs to disrupt our mounted bowman lines. The bowmans, we wanted to get them behind so we could keep what little actual cav we have. Is it cavalry? I think it's cavalry, but I say cavalry. I don't know. I know one of those is right, but I don't really give 2 fucks. We're going to push on in here. The ones in the middle must fucking absolutely die. And we just got to give them unit losses. They've dealt a lot of damage. I don't think they've necessarily killed any units. We've got this final, what's it? Unbreakable, right? This guy is not breakable. Yeah, we're going to beat the absolute shit out of this guy. Look at this. That was easy. We lost a super squig, which just fucking explodes. So I don't really think that was a loss. We lost our 2 squig units. Honestly, I just saw, I think it was Brilliant Stupidity. This will tell you guys where I am, my timeline. Well, no, you guys know this is being recorded before Christmas. Because I just scheduled all my videos for Christmas yesterday. And now I am, you know, I get about a week before I gotta dip to, you know, go do actual Christmas break shit. I'm gonna edit some videos during that week to make up for the fucking 7 I just scheduled. I want to make sure my reserves never get too low. That's barely any fucking losses. Take the losses in tow. Do it. Come on. Come on, take it. Oh, we're going to reorient ourselves, really? You know what? Absolutely fair. We don't want to lose any of our heavy cav. That would be worth it. We're going to now push west. Well, northwest. Depends on how we orient our camera, I think. Doesn't matter. I'm happy I did not lose any more spiders and shit. That could have been rough. Let's retake this one right here. Wait, no. This isn't a retake. Who gives a fuck about the Wog army? I mean, at this point, we have really... It was good. It was good to us. It was a nice army. It treated us well. Go ahead and assault the units up here so they have... As they're within sieging range of our dude who's recruiting. If we can dissuade them from doing it by them having broken units, that will be nice. Ooh. He's... Archeon. This is not a good look for you, my guy. You are sieging a settlement with a single goblin in it. How do you think Corn feels about that? Corn isn't gonna be, like, happy you did that. Come on, dude. Crazy. I've been looking at, let me explain what we're about to do. He's gonna keep begging for forgiveness. We're gonna push... We're going to keep pushing west. We're going to keep the northern. We're going to keep fighting. We got to start prepping for the in-game crisis. I forget what the fuck I was going to talk about. I don't know. It sucks. My mind is ablaze with incoherent thoughts. He wants to go to war with us again. It's the same as what's happening on our eastern front. We just have to fend him off. Give him a little... a slap on the wrist, and then he'll come back for his settlement, push us back to a controllable settlement, and then we will fight him again. I bet, in all honesty, I could fight him off at a minor settlement, doing a minor settlement battle. But what's the point when I can just auto-resolve it? I'm not really a... once you get to turn 100, I'm not really a battle guy, except for quest battles. Once you get past, like, turn 80, I'm not really a battle guy. Battles are just bleh. I don't know. That's kind of silly of me. I think I start to focus more on economy and these higher concerns with grand strategy and stuff. I'm not calling myself smart. I'm calling myself an idiot. So his units, keep an Archeon on that back foot, as it were. You can see the Wintertooth guys pushing against me. We're going to take this settlement real quick. Our Wog destination, we don't want to upset our Wog. Actually worth sacking the shit out of that place. Look at that fucking, it was gold, and we don't have, too much gold now. I mean, we're only sitting at like 15 grand. Am I really pissed off about 15 grand? Nah, 15 grand's fine. I mean, in orc campaigns, I do expect to be one of the richer people. Orcs, elves, Cathay, all pull in just heaping fucking piles of gold. Like, they pull in oh so much gold. There's no real losses incurred because they have these huge ways to achieve gold. Now we are in the negative. I think recruiting some new units really put a damper on us. I think we're probably going to sit in negative for the most of the rest of the campaign. Let's see what's going on here real quick. Why is this clip here? Faction destroyed. There we go. Let's keep pushing it here. Like I said, we're going to take a Wintertooth settlement. We take it, and then he'll beg for peace, most likely. Let's see it. Come on. He's got to do it. Here. What is this? The end is nigh or something? The end is nigh. Heshet is unsealed. Their dark chaos dwarf god is coming to beat us up. Now we're wishing peace with this guy because we cannot be fighting on multiple fronts. We're just going to extort him for money. He really does not want a peace treaty. He's expansionist and he wants to come back to bite us in the ass later on, which is, you know, it's all right by me. We're going to go over here. I'm trying to figure out where Archeon will retreat to. I think he's going to retreat due south, maybe. So I put my character a little bit southwest. You guys will see why here in a second. Archeon chooses to retreat. And I was hoping that he is within range. He was not. I had to push a bit south. That was my bad. But easy victory. We lose some WOG again. But I mean, our WOG is almost always getting the absolute dickens being out of it. Now we've got this this guy to keep that going, and we'll salt the units down here. And that spells basically, I want to say basically, the end for Archeon. He has, what, one major settlement left? That's not going to do anything for him. Now we just have to, we've got this spider army that's pretty badass. But what I wanted to showcase here is we're bringing all of our armies down south to reinforce, you know, against Hashut, against all the Chaos Dwarves, against the Shorts. We've really got to make a solid line here. You can beg for forgiveness. I will let you beg for forgiveness. How much money do you offer me? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Come on, I know you got a hypothetical 300,000 in the bank, as is the case for all for all AI factions from turn 1. They instantly have 800 million gold in the bank to spend as they please. It's unfortunate, but it's way too fucking true. I don't know. I will have an AI faction with one settlement. Like, a good one is the Greenskins over by Carrigate Peaks at the tree over there. And they are fielding like 3 fucking armies. And it's like, how the fuck are you fielding 3 armies? Come on, go to war with me again. I'm gonna beat the absolute shit out of you. I just don't understand how they're fielding 3 armies. We're gonna come up here and siege. We've got a pretty nice, I don't want to call it a doom stack, but we have a nice stack. 2 giants to take that. Take that. I don't need orc biggins. I don't. They are our most disposable unit in that army. But with 1,000 in income, it's about time we really do upgrade this stack. Let's see here. 1 orc biggin. Let's get some like more trolls for sure. Stone trolls, right? Yeah, we should do stone trolls. Maybe some more giants and that kind of stuff. Let's see. Stone trolls for sure. Giant. Are we going for more than 1? Let's see. No, I wasn't feeling more than 1. So yeah, stone trolls and a giant, I guess. That's about, and some black orcs. I understand that. That's a nice little stack right there. Greasus, my friend. Military access? Of course you can come through my territory. He's getting pushed by Emmerich. Eventually Emmerich would be an issue for us. This dude is sieging a full... That's what that level 2 garrison looks like, or that level 3 garrison at that settlement. Now he's pushing up to our capital. Doesn't fucking matter. We beat the absolute britches off of him. Now we're going to go back east. Take the settlement. We're also going to keep pushing our advantage with Grimgore Ironhide. Look at that stack right there. Look at that. 3 giants, 3 trolls. It would have been wonderful to do the quest battles with this. I just never got the chance. Successful hero activity. That's nice to see. What turn is it? Okay, we're getting towards the turn. 114 is our big save scum. You guys won't see it. So know that if we get, once we get to turn 114, that is our second time around. That is our second playthrough of hitting 114. It's kind of silly. Let's get a WOG target. No, not here. There's one good WOG target. A dude who keeps pissing me off. Hello, my friend. You have upset me. So I am actually just going to beat the absolute shit out of you for how you fucking kept going to war with me. Now I know that is entirely a fault of my own, and I could have at any point and any time have retreated and have been just fine, or have pushed the entire advantage into your territory and have taken your capital. And that might have been the end of this conflict. Oh, and now he has a WOG on him, so he wants peace? No, not gonna happen. You're a silly little goose, and it's time for the Will of Hashut. So this is turn 114. Come turn 115 is when we start. Is when we did the save scumming. If I said 114 before, that is wrong, objectively. They've confederated. I don't know why they turned into this little blue faction, but it feels kind of silly to me. Here we go. We're going to do some upgrades on these guys. I wanted to make sure we had some orcs that could take a beat in here as we're pushing into Hashut's territory. If there's a god of industry and chaos, well, it's a god of like slavery and industry, if I remember correctly. I really do want to push the advantage. Well, we're going to let them take the Black Fang, one of those starter settlements, which, yeah, hurts, and it hurts a lot. But the thing is, you know, we're getting money from up here. We aren't going to go negative. We just beat Archeon, and what I really need to do is separate their armies, because they keep producing armies, and I think they produce one every few turns. So the thing is, we have to just divide their armies up, make them vulnerable, because they will attempt to go to war with us and attempt to spread out, thinking, oh, you know, each of our armies can take these settlements. But then we had all these armies kind of backed off in the figurative fog of war, and then we pushed back in. We took our settlement back pretty much right away, and they're not getting this again because our WOG armies will have developed by that point. There's no chance of them getting this again. Then what we're going to do is just, let's do this thing. We're retreating all of our guys. I didn't mean to do it like that. We're trying to get them as far away so we make them overextend. Okay, here they are. Come on. If we can retreat out of this, then that's another turn for our WOGs to expand. Then they came over here to our settlement, which is good. We want them to take this settlement. Even if it's our capital settlement, even if it lowers morale, we wanted them to take Eagle Airy. We had to have them take Eagle Airy. Now we're going to have this dude push back. And now we have the advantage. I know it doesn't seem it, but we do. We have overextended them into our territory. Now I'm going to bring someone north to make them come to us, because they're going to move up to that northern settlement right there to try to take this province, because they can't take this settlement. It's too heavily enforced. So we're extending one of our troop. Not a strong troop, just one of our troop. We're going to retreat these guys further. We're going to pull these guys back as well. We're trying to drag them over to one of these settlements. We wouldn't mind them going through that drill, in all honesty, because that would just send them somewhere else in the world. We don't have to fucking deal with them. It would be great, but that's not what's going to happen. We're going to keep pulling our troops back. We want to get one or two out of the circle of this settlement. You guys are going to like this. I felt this was pretty smart. I did a good-ass job here. So we try to get them out of the circle of the settlement because we want to minimize losses while making these guys take as much damage as possible. We're going to recruit another lord here. Maybe a Night Goblin. I don't mind it. Now, he's going to go to war with us. Sucks. It happens at the same turn, even after I save scummed. That one time it happened at exactly the same turn, so I was kind of expecting it. And now we retreat. Now look at this. It's our WOG army versus one of their armies. I don't know how this happened, but it's going to deal damage to them. Oh, this is fucking great. Here we go. He underpathwayed towards this settlement, and now he's boxed in. Oh my god. What happened to my nose? I'm so fucking congested. I apologize, my guys. Oh my gosh, we're gonna lose so many troops. It's worth it though. It's worth it though. We got to get that ultimate victory. We have to push the advantage against these guys, and if we can make them overextend or anything, it's going to be one of the easiest ways to make it so we can push into their territory. We're going to bring this guy up there, then we'll underpathway him in. Is this Throg we're fighting, or is this... No, that's not Throg. Our single goblin and his, you know, 2 fucking giants in the Wog. I don't know how I attracted such OP Wog troops, but I'll take it. Giants are fucking absolute units. And if you guys can't tell, we have not done shit up north yet. But we're about to. We're about to. So we go here. I wanted to get it done with because he's about to recruit a bunch more regiments of renown. We couldn't. So I'm going to retreat him. Since we can't attack there, what I'm going to do is retreat. Come on. I'm kind of silly. Things take me a second. So I'm going to retreat us there. Have him assault units. It's a success, which fucks with all of his regiments of renown. And then we bring this guy back in. It's way less losses. It's 2 fucking orcs. Easy peasy. And then we just have to re-recruit some orcs or whatever the hell we want in all, you know, in all effectiveness. And then there we go. Archeon is destroyed. And now we can come back down here. Because we only lost a Wog army over here for some reason. Then we're going to bring our troops around to pincer them. This is going to be great. Watch this. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking like I'm a tactician. I felt like a tactician doing this in the moment. I really did. I want to make that very clear. I'm very proud of this. There, we cordon this guy off from his friend. We beat the absolute britches off of him. And then his little homie over here on the other side. 1 second. There he goes. That's his little friend. And we attacked his little friend. And we lost what? 1 goblin. Minimal losses. You know. Especially for a goblin-based army. Like, none of these armies were good. Let's be honest here. This entire northern front, it wasn't orcs, it was goblins. And now, this is a... What is this? They're just attacking with... What sort of stack is this? This is a little shit stack. I have to think it's their little settlement garrison, right? Oh my gosh, we lose, what? Fuck all? Who cares if we lose some riders, some mounted troops, some cav? I mean, yeah, in the long run, kind of sucks, but we can also push the advantage and keep fighting them, which is what we gotta keep doing. We gotta keep them on their back leg, because they can recruit like a full 20 stack a fucking turn. I think that's how in-game scenarios work. They can recruit like a stack a turn. That sounds right to me. Either way, we're gonna push on their settlement here. We now have a wyvern here. It's a decisive victory already. But I wanted to get all 3 up here, especially with these siege engines. They'll make a great reinforcement. Come on, here we go. Come on, let's let the magic happen. Let's beat the shit out of them. And there's no reason to even let attrition happen. We will just lose more troops than we originally did when there was only 2 of us there. Doesn't matter. I don't know why the hell that's the ruling that happens, but it's how the game works. It calculates things strangely. We took more casualties with 3 armies than with 1 or 2. We're not going to question it. We've got to take all their settlements. So that's 4 settlements here that we have to take real quick. I mean, there's so much more that I would usually do in a campaign. Like, I'd do quest battles, I would go take out that blue faction that's been fucking annoying us for literally like a week at this point. Like IRL, probably multiple days. This dude's just been harassing me. Makes me pissed off. And I think him or I'm not sure which of the Chaos Dwarves I'm going to play when I come upon them again. But it's going to be one of the factions. There's like, what, 3 of them? We'll see. The Chaos Dwarves are fun-ass fucking, things. Let's take this real quick. Take this one. And then we just have to push north a little bit. Let's go real quick. Just fight this guy. Easy battle. He's trying to, you know, take the settlement back. Because he just spawns there until they're all dead. And take the money. We need the money at this point, as we have to re-upgrade all of our settlements and shit. Then we come down here and we gotta take this one. They still have that settlement to the north, but taking all these settlements ends the in-game crisis. And we can always come back and take that settlement to the north. We don't. It's time for this. Yeah, no, you know, we get to watch the campaign over again. I just want to talk about this. This was a really fun campaign. I'm enjoying a lot of these campaigns. I'm feeling a little bit melancholy about the fact that Warhammer 3 will be over with like a few more factions, and then maybe 3-4 returning back to play factions we've already glossed over. It's a little bit sad, of course. It's not my favorite thing in the world that's what's going to happen. And then we'll move on to Warhammer 2, and then we'll play modded, and then after Warhammer 2, I might play some Warhammer 1, because I checked it out, they have 2 campaigns. They have Beastmen and the High Elves, basically, are their main campaigns. I might go play those. There's a lot of fun to be had. There's surely games after these. I have other Total War games. There's constant mods and everything. So I just want to say, this series won't end anytime soon. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's okay. Positive affirmations as always. It means the world to me that you guys watch this, especially a long ass video. So thank you guys as always.